Okie dokie. Thank you. All right, then let's make a start. So we'll start off just checking our posture, making sure that everything is where it needs to be. Lift the shoulders up and then back, and then turn our toes into first and then into your parallel position. Make sure you're evenly distributed between your right foot and your left foot, so you're not got to favor one side. Let's take our breath in through the nose. And then a lovely big breath out, releasing your shoulders, relaxing as much as you can here with your breath. Let's do that again. Breath in through the nose. And then just as you release, just hold a little bit stronger or become more aware of your abdominals here. So don't let everything sort of sink. We'll do it one more time. Breath in. And then again, a lovely big breath out. Okay, hands down. Let's nod the chin to the chest, stretch the neck. And then when you're ready, looking gently up to the ceiling. And then bring it back down again, just slowly in your own time. Just a tip, as you look up, if you take your tongue up into the roof of the mouth, that may help your jaw release more. Come down one more time, breath in, and then breathe out to look up. Bring it back down, and then bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Circle the chin down and round to the other side. Lovely, let's go the other way again, so circle down and round. Good work, we'll do one more time, over to your left side. And then come back to your centre from there. Gently look up and then finally here, turn your head to the right. And back to your centre and then to your left. And then back to your centre. Let's take our feet a little wider, bend your knees, pelvic tilt. Come all the way forward and all the way back. So little tilt of the pelvis, warming up into your sacroiliac joint. And then let's rotate. So we'll come forward and rotate round. And again. Lovely. You can have your hands anywhere you want to. Don't have to be on your hips. Let's rotate the other way around. So have your knees bent and just find that lovely movement in your spine. Lovely. We'll go twice more. Last one. Okay, from here, bring your feet slightly closer. Now lift your heel and lift the hip. So we're lifting our hip up today. See how that feels in your back, because that might be a little bit intense, so take care. Okay, bend your knees and just let the arms wrap around you, just to release your back there. Lovely. When you're ready, come back to your center and then pull up nice and strong. Remember, let the shoulders come back. Pedal the feet. So a little pedal with each foot, walking through your foot, really working into sort of the toe area, the ankle, a little bit into your knees. Now bring your right foot forward. Let's circle it if you can. And if you can balance, fine. If not, use a chair or the wall. Go the other way. Lovely. And then let's do the other ankle. Circle round one way. Try and really focus on working the ankle, not anywhere else. And then the other way round for 3, 2. Come back into your pedals. And really press your heels down as well. So make sure you get that whole of your foot working this morning. Can you bring your heels down? Can you raise up onto the tiptoes and just see if you can? Spread your toes. Now come down. See if you can lift your toes. And then go back up again. And then lift your toes. You can bend your knees. You can lean forward. So it's just, again, a little bit more ankle mobility. We'll do it one more time. Lift. Oops. And then toes. And then just again, have a little pedal just to release. Okay, let's work our way up towards our knee area. So bring your feet back onto your hip bones, tummy in. Take a knee raise on the right leg and then on your left leg. So keeping the pelvis as stable as you can. If you want to add your arms, you can take your opposite arm forward, or you can take that arm up to the ceiling. You choose. Obviously, we haven't warmed up the shoulders just yet, but this will help them. One more. Now take your right knee forward and hold it, and then open out. Bring it back in, change it to the other side. So opening up through the pelvis, hopefully releasing a little bit into the hip flexor and the lower back. We'll do one more. Lovely. How about some knee circles away? So we're going to go 4 knee circles away. 3, 2, And then on the last one, we'll change that direction, so bring it in. So again, you've got quite a lot of balance going on here with this other leg, so it's working quite hard. Go one more. Well done, have a little pedal. And then go back to the knee lift, starting with your left knee. So if you're ready, take it up. Take the arm up if you want to, or just forward if that's better for you. Just one more each side. Okay, so with your left leg, go forward and out. So it comes up, open, in. Any arm line you fancy, just to help you balance. Go one more time each side. That's it, good work. Harder to balance when you take the leg out. Okay, on this left leg, let's do our knee circles. So you've got 4 circles. Hopefully you're warming up a little bit more into that hip joint. One more. Then change that direction, come over the top on 4 and 3. Just pull in strong through your core, that will help your balance as well. Lovely, and then just have a little shake. Take the arms around you just to release again from there. Okay, so let's come into our spine area. Bring your feet back under your hip bones. Soften the knees if you need to. I'm going to reach down on that right side. So I'm going to take it down and then center and then down. That's it. Good work. Now if you want to, as you reach down, the other arm, that can go higher over the top. And if you want to, the arm that comes down this time, bring it in front of you. So you can just do the lower arm, you don't have to do the top arm as well. With the lower arm, can you take it behind you? And with your head, look down there. We'll do 4 more. See how that feels. Good, one more time each side then. Perfect. Okay, bring the arms forward. And then elbows bent. Let's rotate to the right and then come back to your center. Rotate to your left. Remember to try, if you can, breathing in as you rotate and then breathing out as you come back. When you breathe in, the spine automatically lengthens, so you get a little bit more gap between the vertebrae. I'm going to make this a little bit more. Bring the arms forward and then do your bow and arrow back. So if that's too much in the shoulders, keep going with your both elbows bent. Lovely. I'm going to make it a little bit more. So this time the right arm goes right back. This is similar to our open doors. Let's do one more each way if that's good for you. Keep your pelvis still. Here's your last one. Well done. Bring it down and just release the shoulders. Let's go back to pedaling the feet, so just 1 foot at a time. Just to release into that area. We'll go 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Bring heels down, let's take it up. Now take the arms up in a big circle and then slowly come back down. So I'm getting you to balance a little bit more this time. Strong in your thighs, take it down and then lower down. One more time, breathe it in. And then as you come down, bend your knees, hands on your thighs. Do a cat stretch round the spine, head down, breathing in, and then breathe out to extend, almost pushing against your thighs to see how much length you can find in your spine today. Tuck the pelvis under and round again. Breath in, and then breathe out to extend. We'll do one more of the cat stretches. Make sure that your weight is supported on your thighs. Extend. And then right hand to the temple for thread the needle. The elbow comes under and the elbow goes up high. See if you can keep your hips still as you do this, and that way you're getting the majority of the work in your spine. Breath in as you come through. Keep your spine long, and then bring your hand back to your thigh. Other side. And if you do need to come up for a breather, then come up. We're threading the needle on this left side. We're going to just do, again, the 4 on each side. Keeping the elbow bent, so you're really focusing on the rotation rather than the lifting of the arm. One more, breath in and breath out. Hands back on the thighs, round to the cat stretch, and then stand up. So roll up to stand, release the shoulders. Well done. Can you grab your long band? I'm going to do a little bit of sort of mobility for the shoulders. Now I know some of you do struggle with your shoulders, so I'm always going to give you options. I don't want you necessarily to have the band tight, but maybe double it up. I'm not asking you to pull on it at all today, so it's just there as almost like a bit of a focal point. Okay, bring your hands so they're slightly wider than the shoulders. Now take a breath. As you breathe out, just lift the arms up, let them float up as high as you're comfortable going, and then bring it back down. So we're actually going to do quite a few of these. Breath in, shoulders down, long neck. So what I don't want you to do is lift your shoulders up as you take your arms down. So you want to keep that retraction of your shoulders at the back of the body. 2 more up, and see each time, can you go a little bit further? Breathe in, and then breathe it out. Now bring your arms to chest height. Rotate, pull your right arm back, and then pull back with your left. Go the other side. Keep your hip bones square. You need to just put a little bit of pressure on to help you find maybe a slight extra turn in your waist. Lovely. And then let's bring it down. Release your shoulders. Now can you go all the way up to the ceiling again, but then take the band slightly further back and then bring it back. So if you need to have your hands wider, you can, and if you don't want to go up that high, go up as high as is right for you. That's it. So we do 2 more. Breath in, breathe out. We open our chest here, taking the arms slightly behind you. Lovely. Now only if you can, see if you can take your arms all the way back. Some of you might find that easy, some of you will struggle with that. Come back over. Okay, so if that's too much, you just go up where you've done it. We'll do 2 more, up and overs if you can, but if it's no good, don't force it. I don't want it to hurt. Lovely. Very nice. Just go where you want to go. Last one, up, breath in, breathe it out. Well done. Come back over, bring it down, and then release the shoulders. Now the next move we're going to do, I'll show you first. Imagine you've got a bullfighting cape, and we're going round like a matador, round your upper body, and then back round the other way. Bend your knees a little bit. Oh, that's it. So sweep it round, very dramatic. Now again, you must do this as it feels right for you. I'll show you from the side. So I'm forwards, around. So this is actually quite good for your upper back, as well as your shoulders. You may not feel it, but it is. If you're happy, do 1 more. If you need to have a rest, have a rest. Last one. Whoa, well done. Okay, release your band, release your shoulders. Okay, I'm going to get you to take your band single stretch, and then step on the band. You can step on with both feet or one, doesn't matter, but you're going to hold the band, and I would like you to actually hold it quite tight in your right hand. Shoulders are relaxed and down. Okay, all I'm going to get you to do is keep your shoulders still. Just take your head over to your left hand side. Now you could choke up on the band, and then you can push your hand down a bit more, and hopefully you'll feel quite a strong stretch in that right side of the neck. Come back to center. Take the bands a little bit stronger if you want to, and then do that again. So this arm, imagine you've got a heavy bag of shopping, so that you're letting that arm go heavy. Hold it there, breath in, and then breathe out to come back. Release the shoulders, change sides. So it's quite intense, especially if you do have an issue with your neck. So listen to your body as always. Start off with a little bit of tension, nothing too much, and then let your head go over. So we're going to hold it about 10 seconds, hold, so just so the muscles are happy. Breathing in, and then breathing out. Bring it back to your center. Choke up on the bands a little bit more if you want to feel more. So this arm goes heavy, and then the head goes over. Can you feel that stretch? Give me a thumbs up if you can feel it. Yes, good show. Good. Okay, bring it back, and then release the band. Move your shoulders to shake out. Excellent. Okay, that's all we're doing with the band standing. So let's get your little mini ball, and we'll do some massage for our feet. Okay, so hopefully you're a bit warmer. If you've got your ball, let's pop it on the floor, and we'll put our right foot on the ball. So we're going to do some compressional work first. So the heel is down, and then just going to try and let your foot relax over the ball. And if you want to, you can use your hands as I just did like that, or you can bring your other foot on there and just sort of feel that you're opening up through that shoelace part of your foot. Don't have to put too much pressure on for too long. Okay, and then when you're ready, come off the ball and then just start your rubs. So you've got that blood flow that you're looking to get sort of circulating around your foot and up into the body. So let's go from the inside edge of your foot, as always, out to the outside edge of your foot. Let's do it again. Keep the ball quite close into you. Use a chair for your balance if you need to. Make it as big as you want to. Make it as slow as you need to. So if this is a little bit too fast, you go at your pace. I'm going to do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and then 1. And then let's bring the heel down and spread your toes over the ball now. So the ball is now under sort of the padding of your foot. Bless you, G. Spread out your toes. And again, just get that lovely stretch there. Okay, and then lift the heel and then do just tiniest of rubs. So from the big toe to the little toe. Good, and then to carry on with our ankle mobility, bring your heel on the floor and then bring your toes inside and outside. You need to keep doing that. I'm just going to take the music down a little bit. So it's in and out, in and out. 2 more. Last one. Well done. Then place the ball under the arch of your foot and then do those little tiny rubs there. Still try and move from the inside edge to the outside edge. But if you find there's any parts of your foot that need a bit more extra care, go over that bit as much as you want to. Okay, and then let's bring your heel down and let your foot again try and relax a little bit more around that shoelace part of your foot. And then from here, we'll do that inside, outside, which is much more predominant on your knee. So do what feels right. May not move very fast, fine. Just do 1 more. And then just rub it again just to release. And then let's go to the heel of your foot. So press down into the heel. And remember, you want to aim to go round the edge of your heel and the back of the heel as much as you can. That's it. And then from here, placing the ball under your heel, spreading your toes out. Again, put as much weight down as you can, firstly. And then put your weight back down there. And then let's see if we can just lift the toe and then tap the toe. So you raise your toes and down, just getting a little bit more of our ankle mobility. That's it. Well done, 1 more. Okay, and then let's rub the whole of your foot again. So we go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. And then let's put the ball back under your tiptoes. Take your feet a little bit wider than hips, and we are going to do our squats today. We haven't done squats for a while. So let's go back, sit down, and then push up. You don't even have to go very low. I just want you to bend your knee. It's more about that ankle mobility, as you know. 2 more. Last time. Well done. From here, bring your foot in, back in, and let's take a roll down if you can. So Kate, obviously hands on your thighs is fine. Bend your knees. If you can roll down, then see how that feels, so you get the stretch in the hamstring and the calf. Breathe in, and then breathe out to come back up. Release the shoulders. Well done. And then place the ball under your heel, spread your toes out. Feet a little bit wider again, and let's do our squats now. So you know you can go as deep as you want to go, and you're getting your pelvic floor muscles working a little bit here, getting into your glutes a little bit stronger, and also giving that ankle mobility. So should we do 1 more? Is that all right? Well done. Okay, from here, bring your feet back under, and then try your roll down. So breath in, breathe it out, rolling as where you want to go. Head goes heavy, so that should feel quite nice. Breathe in, and then breathe out to come up. And then take your right arm and stretch away, and then bring that back. Rub on the ball last time. We'll go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then you can have a little walk around, see how that feels. And I'm going to get you to stand on your right leg and bring your left knee into a knee raise just when you're ready. So let's lift and lower, and hopefully you'll feel that ankle is a little bit more stable, a little bit more flexible. Let's go forward and out with your knee. So hopefully your balance is a little improved. That's it. And then let's just do 2 knee circles each way, just to see. And then come back in. Lovely. And let's test out the water with a squat here. So sit down and just notice how maybe your right side is much easier to do than your left. So let's do one more. And then take your ball and we'll do the left foot. So it would be awful to leave you with a nice right foot and a nasty left one. So let's do the left side. So let's do the compression first. Heel down and just pushing open. So obviously sometimes the front of the foot in particular gets very locked in, very tight, depending on what shoes you wear. So this gives it that chance to stretch in the other way. Okay, and when you feel that's released a little bit, let's start rubbing. So again, try and rub all the way up from the heel. Sometimes it's easy just to rub sort of where you can easily get to, but try and get right up into your toes as well. And just keep bringing the ball back if it goes away from you. Okay, so let's go on that inside edge and the outside edge. Big toe to little toe, and every toe in between. Put as much weight down there as you want to. That's it. Okay, when you have finished and you feel there's a little bit of heat, just bring it under your toes and just do a few rubs under the toes just to really stimulate there. And then you'll bring your heel down and spread your toes right over. And again, use your hands to spread your toes or use the wall to balance and put your other foot on there. That's it. Good work. Again, feel that release. And then just rub a couple of times, just about, I don't know, 6, 7 or 8 times. And then we'll go underneath into the arch of your foot. And here you can obviously put a lot more pressure down on there. So see how that all feels. Definitely feel the heat generating in this foot. And then let's put the heel down and then let your foot mold over the ball. So you open up that shoelace part of your foot. Put as much pressure down as you can. Okay, let's do the inside outside. So it's inside and outside. In and out. Just do one more if that's okay. Lovely. And then again, just rub on that ball. And then let's bring it into the heel area. So come down into the heel, pushing down. Again, coming in around that side of the heel, and then at the back of the heel. So the Achilles tendon area and the actual calf muscle area. That's good. When you're ready, you can compress down on there. So toes down, heel down, put your weight down as much as you can do. So again, just get that release. Good, and then we'll do the toe taps or the toe lift. So lift the toe, tap it down. So you've got a fuller range of movement obviously here. If your heel was just down, you wouldn't be able to get your toes high at all. And this gives the ankle more range. Go one more. And then if you're ready, let's have a little rub 10 times. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. And then pop the ball underneath your tiptoes, spread your toes out there. And then let's do our squats. So ready to go down. Have your feet as wide as you want. I say squats in the very loosest of manners because I just want that mobility in the ankle. Check out your knee. My knee tends to roll in on this side, so try and keep the knee in line with your big toe. Would you like one more? Okay, let's do a roll down here. So breath in. Roll your way down as low as you want to go. Just enjoy that hamstring stretch. Head heavy, crown of the head to the floor. Breathe in, engage through your center, and breathe out to come back up. Shall we rub just a few times? Feel that in my calf today. Could you feel that in your calf and your hamstrings? Good, thank you. Okay, from here, let's bring the ball then underneath your heel with your toes down, and then do those deeper squats. So go as deep as you can. So it doesn't matter if you have your feet wider, and if you want to turn your toes out, it's getting that pelvic area really lovely and open. One more time if you're happy with that. Good work. Feet back in. Let's take a roll down. So obviously this hip is higher, so the hamstrings shouldn't kick in so much. Should just feel a little bit more in your back actually, if anything. Breath in, and then breathe out to come back up. Use your abdominals to help you come back up. Well done. And then take that side bend over. Bring it back, and then rub on your foot. Last 10 times. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, and then 1, and just let's have a little walk or pedal around just to see how that feels in that foot just before we finish off with our balance, just to check our balance. So make sure your left foot's spread out. Do your knee raises. Let's just do 4 knee raises. 3, 2 more. And then the forward and the out. We just do 2 of those now. So forward and then open. 1 more. And then the 2 of the knee circles in each direction. Lovely. 1 more. Change direction. Very good. Now try your squats, and hopefully both feet or both ankles should feel a bit more released. It doesn't matter how low you go, but how do your ankles feel? Are they improved? Put your feet wider if you want to. Take it down into a big sumo squat. 1 more, that's all. Well done. Okay, bring your feet in, have a little shake out. Hopefully that will feel a little bit more released. Let's come to the floor. So have a drink, come to the floor. If you want to sit on a cushion, you can. And yeah, we don't need the ball anymore. Have your long stretch band to hand, because we can use that. Make sure you have a drink. So just come to sitting as and how you want to. Okay, so I'm going to straighten my legs out to begin this morning. Sitting up nice and proud, shoulders back. If you need to sit on your cushion, so if you find sitting here is really uncomfortable in your hamstrings and in your back, you're sort of like, oh, I can't sit here for long, sit on a cushion, it's so much easier. So if you can sit here, shoulders are back. Now take your right hand down. I'm going to wait, sorry, I just wait for a moment. Are you okay? Okay, right hand down. Let's just do a lovely side bed stretch. Take it over and then bring it back in. Breathe in and breathe it out. Let's do that a couple more times on each side. Here's our last one. So we've got our lateral flexion. Now let's rotate. So left hand to your right thigh or shin or knee. Rotate over and then come back and do the other side. Let's do that again. So each side. And come back. Last one. Good work. Come back to your center. Now I'm going to sit cross-legged if that's okay for you. Working on our spine, hands in front. I'm going to just turn on the side. So we're going to round our back, head goes heavy. Reach the arms forward. Take a breath in here. And then as you breathe out, see if you can go slightly further forward. And if you need to have your knees out wide rather than cross-legged, that's more than fine, absolutely fine. Okay, when you're ready, breathe in again. On your breath out, sit yourself up lovely and tall. Take the hands behind and then do a little opening through your chest and a slight lean back. Only if it's comfortable for you, lift the head. Remember, if you put your tongue into the roof of the mouth, your jaw releases further. Breathe in. Nod the chin as you breathe out. Bring yourself back to neutral. Take that right hand down and stretch over here. Come back with your left hand on that right thigh and then rotate round. Good work. Come back to your center and then left hand down over for your side bend. Come back and then right hand on the left knee and then we'll rotate there. And then come back to your center. Now we're going to repeat all of those with our legs in the opposite way. So can you change your legs over? I'm going to change the music as well. We'll get a bit more piano orientated. Okay, so let's reach the arms forward, head down, round the back, breath in. And then as you're ready, breathe out to come back up, taking the hands behind you. And then again, arching back, looking up. So the reason I've got you to change the legs is because of the effect that it might have on your hip and your lower back. Bring your chin back down and then take our left hand down and stretch over from there. The right arm long. Come back and then take that right hand on the thigh and rotate round. Come back and the right hand goes down with the left arm stretching over. This is all for our spine. Come back and then take the left hand on the thigh or knee and rotate round to the right shoulder. And then come back to your center from there. Place both hands behind you, bring your feet forward, and then let's just do a couple of knee rolls. Now you can have your feet quite narrow if you feel that's better for you, or you could take your feet really wide, whatever is best. Just do one more each way before we fall off our mat. Last one. Well done. And then let's do a little bit more for lower back and hips. So straighten out your right leg and bring your left leg out. Straighten out your left leg, bring your right leg over. I do beg your pardon. Sit nice and tall. And then we'll just add that little bit of extra rotation. Now it depends on your spine. If you want to, bring your left elbow round and just push a little bit more there. And you might find that's a better stretch. It might be too much. Well done. And then come back to your center from here. Into the hips a little bit more, into the figure of 4. Hands can go behind you. If you're happy to, slide that foot in. It doesn't have to come in all the way, just comes in where you're comfortable. Again, just let that knee push away gently. Good, and then release. Okay, let's do the other side. So extend the leg and then change over. So we're getting sitting up nice and tall. Breathe in to lengthen, breathe out to rotate. And again, if you want to, bring your right elbow on the outside of that knee. You definitely find the difference. This side I can't go anywhere near. It's a really strong, powerful stretch for me on this side. Okay, come back to your center when you're ready. Figure of 4 here. Arms open out behind you. And then if you want to slide in, you can. So I'm not rocking as today. I'm just keeping us steady for these. And then slide that leg away, and then we'll have both feet back on the floor to rock. So hopefully those feel okay. Go just one more each way. Well done. Okay, come back into seated. This is our last little bit for seated. Hands on the knees, crossing the legs or legs in front, whichever. And then let's do our circle. So we rotate round the spine. Just going round. Let's go one more time around that way. And then let's go the other way round. Lovely. Just 2 more. Breathe in, breathe out. Final one, I think. And then just finish off with that forward fold stretch. So just let yourself hang forward. Don't worry about your back being straight. Just round the back where it feels comfortable. And then bring yourself up into your seated position. Lovely. I'm going to get you to grab your long band if you've got it. And if you can, place the band around the front of your, it doesn't matter which ankle, but I'm going to say your right ankle. Now don't get in a tangle. What I'm going to do is lay myself down on the side. So my right leg is on the top. underneath knee can be bent. I'm going to use the band. If you've got the flexibility to take hold of your foot there, you can. This is just if you have knee issues, you can actually use the band and push the knee away from you and stretch that front of the thigh. Can you see that okay? If I turn maybe slightly to the side, so the heel is back, the knee is pushing forward, hip is pushing forward as well. So if you've got the flexibility to be able to hold your foot, that may be better. Pushing your foot into the band and pulling the band in, so you've got that two-way action. Well done. And then release the tension. You might want to come up to sit because we're going to change and do the same on the other side. You could also do this laying on your front, but I know some of you don't like laying on your front, so it's around your ankle, around your foot. As I say, if you can reach with your hand, you reach with your hand. Come down when you're ready. So we want to draw that knee back. And obviously it's better if you've got knee issues to use the band like this, because then your knee isn't so compromised in that bend. Let the knee come down so it's in line with your hip, and then draw the knee backwards behind you. That's it. So you open up the front of the pelvis. Hopefully if that feels good. Excellent. And then when you're ready, release the tension, taking the band off. Okay, let's go laying on your back. And if you want to put your cushion under your head, you can. So lay all the way down, still using the band. Place the band on your right foot, extending the leg up. Doesn't have to be straight, as always. Going to anchor the elbows on the side. Don't worry about the leg being straight at this stage. Take a breath in. On your breath out, drop the heel towards your bottom. So you're just releasing that tension. Take a breath in. On your breath out, extend the leg up to the ceiling. Flex your foot if you can. Take a breath. And then bend the knee again. So we're working on our hamstrings here a little bit. Breathe in. Breathe out to extend. If your hamstrings are very tight, that will again have a bit of a knock-on effect on the back. Bend the knee. So if you've done heavy lifting, for instance, and you've hurt your back heavy lifting, your hamstrings may be compromised as well. So this is a good way of releasing hamstrings and the back. Let's make this our last one. Bend the knee, breath in. Breathe out to extend. We'll hold it a little bit more. Now from here, can we lower the leg down straight towards the floor, not necessarily touching the floor, and then lift it back up, breathing in. Breathe out to extend, press the heel away so you're really extending the back of the leg. Breathe in, breathe out to come back up. Do just one more of those, breath in and then breathe out. So notice I've got my other knee bent up, foot on the floor, it's just kinder on the back. Hold it at the top. Take the band in your right hand and let's do our inner thigh stretch. So pelvis is neutral and then take the leg out to the side. So try not to roll over onto your right hip. Try to keep your weight even between both hips if at all possible. If you want to extend the leg and rotate the toe down so you feel a little bit more inner thigh stretch. You're also releasing your pelvic floor muscles and the lower abdominal muscles. Take a breath in and then carefully come back to your center from here. Changing the band to your other hand, bringing the leg across the body line. So that may be intense and it may not be doable for you, in which case bend the top knee. Maybe don't go quite so far over. If you want to, you can put your cushion under the thigh of the underneath leg. If you're happy to extend. But when we come back, we will all bend the knee. So let's bend the knee, breathe in, breathe out to come back, keep the knee bent. Okay, from here we're going back up straight. And if you look at your toe, that would be your 12 o'clock position. I'm going to rotate my toe inside. So it would be maybe 5-2 or 5 past, depending on which way you're looking at your clock. Come back to 12 o'clock and go the other way. So You should feel that a little bit more around the back of the knee. Come back to your 12 o'clock. Should we do each side one more time? Rotate inwards and then rotate outwards. Come back to your center, bend the knee, give it a little shake out. It might feel a bit zhuzhy, that leg change over leg, so bring the other leg up. Just give that other leg a little bit of a shake and a release if you need. And then let's concentrate on the left leg. So elbows to the floor. Flex your foot. If you flex your foot, you engage the back of the leg a little bit more. Let's bend the knee, dropping our heel down towards the bottom, breathing it in. And then breathe out to extend. I've got very little tension in the band. I'm not fighting the band at all. Bend the knee, breathing in. Breathe out to extend. Let's do that one more time. Breath in. And then breathe out again. Extend. If we can, hold this. And then lower the leg down, just so it hovers off the floor. It doesn't need to be right to the floor. Come back up. What I want you actually to be just aware of is that as you lower the leg, you don't tilt your pelvis and let your back come off the floor. So as always, no change in your spine as you're doing any leg lines. Breathe in and then breathe out. That means you're engaging your core without actually having to really think about it too much. Okay, hold the bands in the left hand and then take that leg out to the side. Let the other leg open out wide so your pelvis is as open as it can be. Flexing your foot. Again, you could rotate the toe fractionally down, watching that you've still kept your hip bones facing to your ceiling. You've got equal weight between both cheeks. Take a breath in. And then breathe out to come back to center. Change the hands and then take the leg over across the body line. Maybe you're going to start off today with your knee bent and see how that feels. And then if it feels okay, you could just tenderly extend the leg, but you don't have to. So keeping it bent, that's less intense on the back. Extend if you want to. Well done. Remember though, please bend your knee and then roll back onto your back. So you're looking after your spine. Take the leg up one more time for those little stretches to the clock face. So 12 o'clock. And then again, internally rotate. So it's maybe you're 5 past this. It is on my clock anyway. And then come back to 12 o'clock and then go to 5 to 2. 5 to 2? 5-2. Come back to 12 o'clock and then in. Time flies when you're having fun, that's what they say. Come back to 12 o'clock and then go 5-2. Come back. Straighten the leg if you can. See if you can feel more stretch. And then allow that knee to bend. Ooh, well done. It's quite intense, those moves. Take the band off and then give your knees a little bit of a hug into your chest just to release. So with your ankles crossed, each hand on each knee, let's circle around the pelvis. Again, just releasing our lower back here. So we've done predominantly back work today. Go the other way. Obviously we did some shoulder work with the band standing. Let's go one more each way. And then let's bring the feet to the floor. And if you keep your knees together, place your left hand on the outside of your right knee and draw the knee across the body line, keeping your shoulders square to the ceiling. If that's too much, take the hand away. It's absolutely fine. Let's take the hand away, hand on the floor just to help you come back to your center with both knees, and then change over. So the knees go over the other way, and then your opposite hand comes on the thigh. You could make this a little bit more kinder for your back by bringing your knees in. You might need to just adjust, anything like that. Okay, take the hand away, hand down to the floor, bring your knees back to center. Hug in just one more time there. So let's do just a little bit of chest work just before we go into our relaxation mode. So bring your cushion, if you've got it, under your head. So we're laying over on our side. With the arm that's on the top, place your hands at the front of the shoulder, and then we're just going to make some really big circles here. So remember here, so we just got our hands on our shoulder and we're making circles in the shoulder there. So this is just rotating the top of the arm in the hip socket, in the shoulder socket. Okay, go the other way around. So turn that circle the other way. Lovely. And it's just kinder on the shoulder to do this laying down rather than standing. Got more movement. Okay, from here, extend the hand to the ceiling, and then if you've got room, take the arm overhead as far as you're happy to go. Can you think about your VWs? So let's pull the elbow down and see if you can touch the back of your waistband, and then push the arm back overhead. So if you were standing doing your VWs, this is what you would be doing. See if you've got more movement laying on the side. We'll just do 2 more. Breath in. And then breathe out. 1 more. So again, just really good mobility for your shoulder. Lovely. And then reach the arm back straight to the ceiling. Bring the hand forward as if you're going to do the bow and arrow. But then take the arm up. Don't move your shoulders. Just take the arm back as far as it will go. Don't move your shoulders though. See how far it can go. And then bring it back into that sort of preparation for your thread the needle. I keep saying thread the needle today. Bow and arrow, up and over. That's it. Did you want to do your bow and arrow? I think we could give it a go, don't you? So palms together, stretch a little bit further forward now, breath in. As you're ready, bring your hands back and then pull back through the elbow. So we do our bow and arrow. See if you can get your elbow down. This is a little bit more for your chest and your spine. If you're easily getting your arm down, that's brilliant. Take a breath, and if you can, bow and arrow back. For those of you who want to, we can just do 2 more. If you want to go further forward and you want to, you can do open doors. So you choose for your level. Obviously, open doors, a little bit more strenuous in the shoulder. Breathe in and then breathe out to come back over. Just make this our last one, stretching forward. Palms together and then lifting. And if you can, if you're comfortable, to open out the chest and just stay there for a breath or 2. Just let your shoulders really go heavy. Lovely breath in through your nose. And then that breath out through your mouth. Just carefully bring the arm back over. And then we are going to change sides. So obviously I'm going to change ends, but you can simply roll over to your other side, and we'll repeat that on this side. So hopefully your shoulders feel quite nice on this one. So we've got the hands at the front of the shoulder to begin with. Make sure that your cushion is at the right height for your neck. And then when you're ready, start circling up and around. See how far back you can manage to get your elbow on this one. So don't do it fast. Find the biggest range of movement that you can. Last time. And then change the direction. Coming back and over. And again. So obviously the knees are bent up just so it's comfortable for you. 1 more. Lovely. And then take the arm to the ceiling and take it overhead. Think about that VW. So ready, pull the elbow down. Now if that is too much in the shoulder and you don't want to pull back into the W, you can just take the arm back down by your side straight. So if that's better, just want you to get that feeling of working the back of the shoulder. Breathe in and breathe out. 1 more VW. So the V is at the top, the W is as you pull down. Lovely, and then take the arm up, bring the arm forward as if you're going to go into your bow and arrow, but you're not. And then let the arm lift to the ceiling and take it back as far behind you as you can. Let gravity do its best. And then bring it back when you're ready. So you should feel the front of the shoulder really opening out. Breathe in and then breathe out to open out again. At this stage, you're not moving your back. Okay, we can do now though if you'd like to. So bring your palms back together and then stretch that top arm forward. Breathing in, bow and arrow to begin, just to get the feel of how that is in your spine, in the shoulder and in the chest. If you can, extend the arm there while you're there. Bend the elbow, breathe in, and then breathe out to come back. Stretching forward. And then if you want to go into your open doors, go for that. If you want to stay with the bow and arrow, you know that's absolutely fine. Open out. Get your shoulders down as much as you can. Breathe in, and then breathe out to bring it back. Make this your last one. Still stretching forward. Breath in. Breathe out to lift. As you get to sort of the center point, breathe in again, and then as you're ready, breathe out to really see if you can expand and open your chest, and then let your shoulders go heavy. When you're ready, bring your arm back over. Well done. Okay, lay on your back now. Hug your knees in. Give your back a little release. So done a little bit more stretching today, not as much Pilates today. Hopefully you've still got a good sort of feeling about your body. So let's take a few moments just to concentrate on our breath work. It won't be very long. So you can have your feet on the floor, you could extend your legs if you want to. If you prefer to come up to sitting, you can. So let's close the eyes. Just be comfortable, maybe arms down by your side, palms up. Take a moment just to take a lovely big deep breath in through your nose. And then when you're ready, allow your breath just to release. And remember, you're blowing the breath away through your nose and your mouth, or just your mouth. If you wanted to, you could bring your hands around your ribcage and your tummy. Take a breath in again and just notice how your lungs expand as you take that breath in. Just hold the breath if you can for as long as it's comfortable for you. And then when you're ready to, allow that breath just to very slowly release. The holding of the breath is actually quite important in lowering our blood pressure and lowering our heart rate. Although you might feel uncomfortable, the more you do, the better it will become. So let's take a lovely big breath in. And then when you're ready, let's hold your breath. I'm not going to count you. You know when you want to allow that breath to release. So hold it for as long as you can. And then when you are ready, just very slowly allow that breath to release. Let's do that one more time. So a big breath in through the nose, filling up the lungs right from the base of the lungs. Holding your breath as much as you can for as long as is possible for you. And then as you release that breath, almost sigh your breath away. Don't be shy, just allow that breath. Well done. When you're ready, if you haven't already, bend your knees in, feet on the floor. And then let's bring our right thigh to our chest. Hug the leg in. If you're happy to, extend your left leg along your mat just to get into the hip flexors a little bit more. just to push that leg away. You can keep your eyes closed, you can open your eyes, whatever you want to do. Just take a breath in and a breath out. Bring your other knee back in and swap over. So we'll extend the other leg just to release the hip flexors. You can point your toe, you can flex your foot. Breath in through your nose. And then allow that breath to release. And then let's hug both knees in. And if you want to, either circle around the pelvis or rock, maybe small rocks, bigger circles, whatever you like. Go the other way when you're ready. Good work. If you haven't already, open your eyes. And then just in your own time, very carefully, I'm going to bring you to sitting. So come up steady for you. Well done. Hopefully you feel nice and relaxed. Hopefully you feel a little bit stretched, a little bit more open. Okay, let's finish here as we sort of started. So let's bring the hands forward and then just round your back. Let your head go down and stretch forward. Take a breath in and just notice that breath fill out the back of the lungs so that the back of the rib cage is predominantly lifting. As you breathe out, bring yourself back to your center. Take the right hand down, stretch over with your left arm. Bring it back and change to do the other side. Feel as if you're reaching up to your ceiling rather than letting your head drop down and your arm to drop. Bring it back and take the hands behind your back. Squeeze the shoulders together, opening the chest. Really open up. Well done. Bring your hands forward, cross them over, and then just nod the chin to the chest. Round and open up just purely the shoulders and the back of the neck. Take the right ear to the right shoulder. Bring the chin back to the center. And then sit yourself up, have a look at your arms. Can you change over? Maybe change the legs too. And then round forwards again, nodding the chin down, taking our left ear to the left shoulder. And then when you're ready, bring your chin back to center. Bring yourself back into your tall seated position. Straighten the legs out in front of you. Sit lovely and proud. We need to do a little bit of mobility for the wrist, so just my usual thumbs up. Straightening the arm if you can, and if you need to have your knees bent, that's absolutely fine. Thumbs down, push away. Take it up, and then as you come down, just rotate your wrist or shake out your wrist, whatever you prefer to do. Bring your hands together like a prayer, and then push both hands one way, arms straightish, and then the other side. Lovely. And then clasp your hands and just do some little sort of rotational moves there. That's it. Go the other way if you're rotating. Good. Take the arms out to the side, breath in. As you come down with your arms, lengthen your spine. Feel as if you're pulling your wings into your waistline. Open the chest. Take another breath. Take the arms up, breath in. Bring your hands all the way down. And give yourselves and each other a massive clap. Well done, everybody. Thank you very much.